Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm really excited to bring you guys a very interesting topic, and that is medical astrology, okay? And this is going to be my most easy and simple way of being able to guide you in the direction of getting your mind attuned to how to medically diagnose someone through astrological means, okay, and through astrological placements. So know that this is not the only technique, but this is the most simple technique within the chart to show what you could be diagnosed with over the course of your life, or what another person could be diagnosed with over the course of their lives, or what you may deal with. I do want to preface this video by saying that I am not within this video trying to awaken anyone's hypochondriac tendencies, okay? So know that these things are not to place fear on you or to get you to worry about these things. Just know that it is something that you will just have to maybe keep an eye on, all right? Or something that, you know, if you do the right things, these things won't happen, all right? But this is for anyone who may have certain conditions or certain ailments and they just simply don't know where they're coming from, right? Maybe you can find the reasons why through astrology, all right? So go ahead and grab your birth chart and we are gonna go ahead and get into it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna request that you go ahead and look up your 6th house, all right? The signs, the planets that are in your 6th house are all going to be where we are going to look today for the techniques within how to, you know, find what could be going on, what could you be diagnosed with over the course of your life or within life, okay? So through the planets and the signs that are in the 6th house, usually an astrologer can be able to tell, or I can be able to tell, what a person can be experiencing within their health, or how they can optimize their health or keep up with good health in their lives based on the 6th house signs and planets within that 6th house, okay? Now remember, this isn't the only technique, so if something comes up within this video that doesn't resonate or you don't appreciate or you have not witnessed yet, know that there are other things that correlate within the chart that can either expound on what I've said or negate what I've said, all right? But more times than not, you will see this over the course of your life as far as what you could be medically diagnosed with, all right? So let's go. I am also going to put the directions here for you, just so that you know what to do and how to watch this video. And once you have that, let's go ahead and begin, okay? When you have Sun or Leo in the 6th house, know that generally this is going to show good health, it being ruled by the Sun, right? It being Leo. This is also going to be the area of life that you somewhat shine within as far as health and routine and productivity goes. But some of the medical diagnoses that you can experience within your life will be all about your face, you know, your head, your hair can take a hit over the course of your life, or something that you will really need to carry a conscious focus around, all right? Now, this isn't to say that there will be injuries to the head or anything like that. I'm just saying that it could be something as simple as acne, right? Because I do believe that the face, right, is something that acne is on, right? So this will be something that you need to keep up or keep an eye on. Your hair as well. Maybe in older age, something comes about with the skin or the hair or the face. The smile is also something of a concern, or something that the person could be dealing with as far as their health goes in this life, okay? Another big one is the spleen, or the upper back is what someone with Sun or Leo in the 6th house could deal with over the course of their lives, okay? So I know that when, you know, due to the person that has Leo or Sun in their 6th house, when they get too stressed out, maybe they get a knot in their upper back, or maybe they begin to slump, right? So be very careful of that. Learn good posture. My biggest suggestion is to get massages, get a good skin routine, you know, try to keep your general vitality nice and positive and good, because that would also influence your health in life. Also, your cardiovascularity is going to also be something that you need to keep an eye on, because you could have issues with the heart in your life. And so if you are someone, I would suggest running, doing something that keeps your cardiovascularity intact and in good standing, okay? And a good chiropractor could also be something that you will need or you should invest in, because like I said, this is all about the upper back and the spleen, or not the spleen, sorry, the spine, because remember, Leo is all about that courageous, powerful energy from the heart, from the back, an upright posture, right? And so the head, the face, what else? The heart, look out for acne. What else? The stomach. The stomach can also be a good one, because remember, the sun or Leo is ruling that solar plexus in the belly, right? So this could be something that would come into play, or, you know, you would deal with in your life. So really focus on those things, and I promise that if you do all of what I've said in this video, this won't be an issue in your life, all right? It's just something you got to keep an eye on, okay? Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you have Sun or Leo in the 6th house and you've had some issues to any of the themes that I've just conveyed in this video, because more times than not, you may be prone to acne, you may be prone to thinning of the hair, you may be prone to, you know, those things. Now, if your 6th house planets are aspecting great planets or signs, right, you will find that these things are in good standing over the course of your life. You will find that you have great hair, you find that you have great skin, you find that you are someone that has a great cardiovascular health, right? This is also what that shows. So again, to not fearmonger, it can go either way. This is just what can happen if, you know, Sun or Leo is aspecting some unfavorable planets, or just in general as we age, right? These are the things that can happen when someone has Leo or Sun in the 6th house, okay? So again, let me know if this resonates with you. Also, I want you to put your unique combination within the comments below. What do you have with your Sun? Is it conjunct something else in the 6th house? What do you have within your Leo? Is it, what planets do you have in Leo in the 6th house? Because that can add to the diagnoses that you will experience in your life, or the issues or the ailments that you will need to keep up with in the course of your life as far as your health goes, okay? So let me know in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Bye. Let's say you have Moon or Cancer in the 6th house, okay? This is going to impact the midsection of the body, the stomach, the breast, the chest, okay? This is also going to affect the reproductive system in women, all right? Any of those organs that have to do with the reproductive system, somewhat like, you know, the uterus or the womb, right? This is something that the person is going to have to keep an eye on, or they will find that they experience certain things over the course of their lives when it comes to the reproductive system, or the chest or the breasts, right? What else when you've got Cancer? Okay, so this can also come into play with water retention, right? Maybe this person has fluctuating weight in their life, or they deal with inflammation. Anything that with the fluid or the water in the body is something that they're going to have to keep an eye on over the course of their lives, because it can fluctuate, and if not kept an eye on very acutely, they may find that there are problems that come through too much water, okay? So something like too much water weight, or fluctuations of weight, or what do you call it? Like, you know, like water retention, right? Mood swings are a big one as well. I would highly suggest that the person with Cancer or Moon in the 6th house works out, because this would keep their mood intact. They're going to be very, very emotionally attached to their schedules and to their routines and to their diets. And their stomach is going to be something that is also quite sensitive. They may even be someone that is lactose intolerant, all right? So be careful with what you are ingesting, what you are digesting, what you are putting into the body, because this can really not only affect the mood and the mood swings, but it can just also affect the stomach, okay? Also the intestines and the colon, because that is a part of the stomach, right? That is what it, yeah. So that is also something that can be seen when you have Moon or Cancer in the 6th house. Let me know if this resonates with you, okay? So my biggest suggestion, right, and I'm not a doctor, but just this is my biggest suggestion, is to really, one, work out to keep the water weight off and things of that nature, or to limit water retention, right? But I would also suggest for my women out there that you get regular mammograms. You know, you really check on the uterus, you really check on the reproductive system quite often. Make that a regular part of your routines and keeping up your health. And eating foods that agree with the stomach. You know, if something feels off in the stomach and you're eating it and you're like, oh, it's just what happens when I eat cheese. Don't do that. Like, just, you know, because it can happen that in old age, if you're not watching it, or if you're not minding it, that it gets worse. Okay, so this is what will happen when you have Moon or Cancer in the 6th house. All right, let me know if you resonate with that. Also, let me know your unique placements within your chart. Okay, what's going on in your 6th house? Because I know you don't just have Moon. I know you don't just have Cancer. I mean, it's okay if you do, but I'm saying most of us will have something else attached to that. Okay, let me know what planets are in your 6th house, or what is in Cancer in your 6th house, okay? And that would help me be able to better diagnose you, or let you know what to keep an eye on over the course of your life, all right? Or what you may find that you have issues with over the course of your life, okay? Well, that was that on that. I will catch you on the next video, all right? You have a blessed day. Bye. With Cancer in the 6th house, or Moon in the 6th house, you may find that your health fluctuates over the course of your life. You know, you may find that one month you're in great health and then the next month you're sick, right? It can fluctuate because remember, the moon is the quickest luminary in the sky. And so just like the phases of the moon, you look up at the moon and every day it's changing, you're gonna find that so does your health, all right? Your mood is also a big indicator with your health, all right? So if your mood is low, your health is gonna be low. So try to keep up a good mood, try to keep up a positive outlook and a positive energy, because that is going to impact your routines and your health and your overall vigor to go out and be healthy and keep up with your health, okay? So try to, in order to get good moods, right? You have to do what? You have to have a good self-care routine. So make sure that when you get home, everything is where it should be, that you feel good, you feel enlightened enough to, you know, take care of yourself so that you wake up to the next day and you're happy, you're motivated, you go out, you work out, because you're gonna be very, like I said, emotionally attached to your health routine and just to your health overall, right? Your emotions are your health. All right, so if the emotions are low, the health is low. And yeah, if your health is high, your emotions are high, and vice versa. Okay, so this is what this can be shown here when you have Cancer in the 6th or Moon in the 6th house, all right? With Moon in Cancer, or not Moon in Cancer, with Moon or Cancer in the 6th house, you can also really have issues with the lymphatic or the drainage system. So I would also suggest like lymphatic massages would be very good for you, okay? Gua sha would be very good for you. You know, really get good drainage. Remember, the moon is going to rule the water in the body, and you want to move and expel that fluid in the body as much as you can. And working out, lymphatic massages, lymphatic drainage would be very good for you. Your digestive health is going to be very important in this life, so mind those things, okay? If you have Aries or Mars in the 6th house, or yeah, in the 6th house, this is going to show that for you, you are going to be someone that generally will be very motivated within your daily schedules and routines, right? But how this lends to your health is going to show, it's going to impact somewhat like your vitality, your overall vitality. So meaning your energy levels can take a hit, and your adrenal levels can take a hit. The blood circulatory system, right? The circulating blood can come into play, right? Blood pressure, it could be something that you need to really keep an eye on in this life, okay? Aries or Mars usually is also akin to the face, right? And the head. So really mind those things. You can get headaches. You can be someone that has something with migraines, right? This could be something that can happen, the brain, right? So things of that nature is what you will really need to keep an eye on over the course of your life, all right? The eyes also are something that you're gonna need to take good care of. What else? The musculatory system, right? Your muscles, right? Think of that testosterone filled energy. This is something that you're gonna need to keep an eye on. So especially for my males, if you're a male and you have Aries in the 6th house, I highly suggest testosterone support, or I suggest, testosterone supplements. I suggest working out, eating red meat, getting that circulatory and that blood circulation going in the body. Stay active, because that is also what's gonna help you. Even for my females who have, or my women who have Mars or Aries in the 6th house, stay active, okay? You want to keep that blood flowing through the body. That way everything is, running like a well-oiled machine. That is what you want. You want to keep it running, all right? What else? Yeah, I think that's it. And okay, so also for men and for women, your libido. Okay, your libido can take a hit. So for my women, maybe take ashwagandha, and for my men, take, goat weed for your overall health and for your libido. Keep up your testosterone is what I am saying, okay? So this is some of the things that can happen when you have Mars or Aries in the 6th house, okay? Depending on if things are aspecting Mars or the 6th house, Mars or Aries in the 6th house, you're gonna find that this can either expound on this, that there are more things going on, or you're gonna find that it negates everything that I said, right? So let me know what your specific placement is within your 6th house. Are there any other planets around Mars in your 6th house? Is there another sign that your Mars in 6th house is in? Or do you have something else in Aries in the 6th house? Let me know in the comments below, and I will let you know what you should be keeping an eye on over the course of your life, and what you will be dealing with over the course of your life, all right? Because there's so many different unique combinations, and it's very hard, me being one person on the internet, to diagnose everybody or let everyone know what they could be experiencing over the course of their lives, okay? But yeah, get your eyes checked, stay active, testosterone support, keep a good workout routine, stay active, get blood work done on the regular, and you should be in tip-top shape, all right? You have a blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have Taurus or Venus on the 6th house. This is gonna generally show that you are going to be someone that has a generally good health, especially if, your Taurus or your Venus in the 6th house is not aspecting any unfavorable planets or signs, right? Or even houses, right? But you will still need to be someone who takes care of the throat, who takes care of the neck, who takes care of the vocal cords, okay? Because this is something that you will experience over the course of your life that you may have issue with, okay? Maybe you need to take speech classes that help you, work on the voice or work on the throat in this life, okay? Your kidneys are something that you're gonna also have to keep an eye on. Your ovaries, all right? Any of the female kind of, I don't wanna say any of the female organs, because that's not accurate, but I would say your kidneys, your ovaries, your thyroid, your weight is going to be something you need to keep an eye on, okay? I know that when you have Taurus and Venus in the 6th house, when it comes to your overall health and your workout routines or just your daily life's practice, you're going to be someone who may err on the side of pleasure. You're only going to want to do things that are pleasurable for you, okay? Especially if you don't have anything kind of influencing or negating that Venusian or Taurasian energy in the 6th house, right? You're going to be someone that's like, I don't want to run 5 miles, but maybe my suggestion would be to walk the 5 miles, right? Like do more things in your daily life that that may not feel good, but that may keep you around longer, that will keep you in good health, all right? Be careful of erring too much on the side of lethargy, laziness, and overeating, because then this could lend to weight problems, okay? Because that is what, Taurus and Venus in the 6th house will bring. You just want pleasure, but sometimes too much pleasure could be what ends up being your downfall as far as your health goes. So learn the balance, all right? Learn the balance of this, okay? What else? Your throat, your shoulders, your ears, your vocal cords, kidneys, the thyroid. My biggest suggestion for you would be to, you know, check for thyroids, all right? Also be someone that's getting massages for the shoulders very regularly, get your ovaries checked. I would also try to keep your eating and your weight in check, okay? Again, too much indulgence could be not so good for you, so be very careful of that, my Taurus 6th housers, my Venus 6th housers, okay? You're just gonna want all the things, all right? It's like, if I'm gonna eat a salad, I want the brownie and the cookie and the soda next to it, right? I ate the salad, like that's how you're gonna kind of feel and be, and that's okay, but learn the balance, all right? Stay active daily, all right? If you don't want to run the 5 miles, walk the 5 miles. If you don't want to run on the treadmill, try the stair stepper, right? Like, do something that keeps you active, because again, Taurus or Venus in the 6th house could be that their health takes a hit because of too much pleasure. Does that make sense, right? Because of too much pleasure, it then turns on them, because too much of anything is not a good thing, right? Too much good food becomes bad, right? So learn that balance, learn to not overdo it in that arena, all right? So let me know if this resonates with you. Also let me know, you know, depending on different combinations that a person may have, right? Depending on if they have Taurus in the 6th and something other than Venus in their 6th house, right? This is going to add or compound what they could be experiencing within their general health in life, right? And vice versa. If they have Venus and it has Mars, the moon, this or that, in that 6th house, it's also going to add or expound on what's going on within your overall health in your life, okay? So let me know what is going on in your house. Let me know your unique 6th house placements, all right? Or is there anything in your 6th house? What else is in Taurus? You know, are there any other planets nearby the Venus in the 6th house? Let me know, because that's also going to help me be able to better diagnose you and let you know what is going on over the course of your life. Remember that I am not a doctor. This is all just for the sake of knowledge and for you to strengthen your astrological skills. Know that I am wishing you good health and good, you know, favor over your overall disposition. And I will see you on the next video, all right? You have a blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have Gemini or the planet Mercury in the 6th house. This is going to give the energy, or, you know, not the energy, yeah, it is going to give the energy of someone who is usually very active or busy within their day-to-day schedules and routines, right? But this is going to be something or a placement that the person will have to keep up their mental dexterity in their lives, okay? Their mental fortitude is going to be something that will probably, or I don't want to say most likely, but it will be something that they need to keep an eye on, okay? The voice, the communication skills is something that will be a part of what they need to keep an eye on. So things like dyslexia or a speech impediment, or, you know, within your overall intelligence, something within the mind is a part of some of the things that you can experience within your medical, you know, diagnoses. Something related to the mind, related to your mental health, even related to your speech, your voice, your communication, your vocal cords, anything that is related to the communication, the cerebral, the brain, even the writing, right? The hands could be something that you need to take very good care of. The hands and the fingers could be something that, you know, you may have to shake some stuff out from time to time, especially maybe in old age or just in life. You may find that there's something going on with those areas of the life, those body parts over the course of your life, okay? So what else? You know, I would suggest like speech classes. I would suggest apps on the iPhone that are like brain games. Like there's a great iPhone app called Elevate that keeps your brain and your mental dexterity very high, right? Crossword puzzles. Whenever you are doing something or you're trying to keep up your health, right? Try to make it something that is building and strengthening the mind, right? Even something as simple as reading. Reading daily can keep the mind very healthy and the mental state very intact, because this is something that can happen over the course of your life, all right? What else? I would say, you know, fish oil pills or pills that help you with brain fog in your life. What else? Speech classes. But that is just what you can experience over the course of your life. Your nervous system, your arms, your hands. You may be someone with Mercury in the 6th or with Gemini in the 6th. Like I said, your mind is going to be on your health. Your mind is going to be on, you know, your fitness routine and your diet and your health and your day-to-day schedules and routines. But you will also need to keep an eye on, you know, just other things like your communication skills, your speech, your reading skills, your intelligence. These are, although that is not like a body part, the mind is a body part, right? Your capability within your mind is something that could be you could be diagnosed within, right? It's not so much of a body part, but it's the mind, it's the mental, it's your intelligence, it's your acute awareness, right? So this is something you can experience within your life. Let me know if this resonates with you, okay? Let me know also the unique placements that are in your 6th house, okay? That are in your 6th house and what's going on with you, because depending on if it is aspecting or near an unfavorable or a good sign, it can either expound on this or it can take away. And the only way that I can know exactly what your medical diagnosis is or what you could be experiencing over the course of your life is if I know what is going on in your 6th house. You know, do you have Gemini and Mars in the 6th house? Do you have, you know, Venus in Gemini in the 6th house? That is going to change the diagnosis. It's still going to be something that you still have to focus on within your mental health and your mind, your speech, your intelligence, things of that nature, but it's going to offer more insight. So let me know in the comments below and I'll be able to write back to you what's going on, all right? So just one more time, just so that we have it for my Gemini in the 6th house. Stay busy, stay active, keep your mental focus sharp, play brain games, play crossword puzzles, work on your speech, read a lot, be someone that really tries to focus on that, because this could be something over the course of your life, whether in the past or in the future, it's gonna come up. It's gonna be something you have to keep an eye on, all right? So also the lungs. The lungs is something that is a big, you know, body part that is associated with Mercury and with Gemini. So really keep that intact. The nervous system, what else? You know, the arms, the hands, the fingers, the brain, your speech, your intelligence. What else? Your speech impediments, you know, like, I don't want to say you have a speech impediment, but it could be something that someone else in the life or who has Gemini in 6th house could have, a speech impediment or dyslexia or anything that impacts the intelligence of or the mental awareness of a person, okay? So let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you. Let me know your unique placements. I'm wishing you great health and many blessings. You have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have Virgo or Mercury in the 6th house. Now, Virgo is at home in Mercury, so this is going to show that you are going to be someone who may have your health on lock over the course of your life. But the thing about this is that you're gonna have to be someone that really keeps it on lock, okay? You're gonna have to go to the gym, you're gonna have to eat well, you're gonna have to be someone that is doing the things that you need to do in order to have good health, right? It's only gonna work unless you work it, if that makes sense, right? Although it does indicate that you will have those things on lock, you're gonna have to stay keeping it on lock. You're gonna have to keep up that good routine. You're gonna have to keep up your eating habits very well. Otherwise, you may find that things happen with the abdomen over the course of your life. The stomach, the colon can take an impact over the course of your life. Your intestines could be something that could happen. The gallbladder, all right, would be something you need to keep an eye on. The pancreas, the liver, all right, what else? Your overall intelligence, your speech, your communication, your overall mobility in life could take a hit, all right? So be very cognizant of this and try to keep up with it. Now, on the less of the physical body parts, this can take a hit within the mental parts of the life of your body, right? So not it being so much physical, but when you have Virgo or Mercury, this can err on the side of the things that we can't see, right? So this can be someone that can be diagnosed with OCD over the course of their lives, right? It could be someone that has trouble with their nervous system, okay, or their brain, or something going on with the communication skills or within the way they function, right? Another big thing is your digestive system. Okay, if you have Virgo in the 6th house, I really encourage you. I know this sounds like somewhat of a crazy analysis, but you are going to be someone that is really connected to your health. You really are, because you have the sign of health in its original house. All right, especially if you have Virgo in the 6th house. All right, if you have Virgo in the 6th house, I'm really going to highly suggest, like I said, a healthy diet. I'm really going to suggest a good productive workout routine. I'm going to suggest you work out. And I know this sounds weird, but I really want you to test this within yourself and let me know if I am onto something or not, right? Because I've seen this a lot over the course of my astrological career. That when you have Virgo in the 6th house or very heavy Virgo placements, you are going to be quite attached to your routines in life, all right? Let's say you are working 20, 30 hours a week at your job and your job says, oh, I want you to now do 30 hours a week. You're gonna find that when that shift of your schedule changes, that you get sick, that you get a sniffle, right? Same goes towards your diet. Let's say you're eating healthy, you're eating well, and then one week you go on a binge where you're just eating all the things that you don't normally eat. You're gonna find that following week you get a sniffle or there's some type of ailment that will come up that you don't know why it's happening, right? So you're gonna need to mind those things. You, out of anyone, when you have Virgo in the 6th house, that your diet, your routine, meaning your schedule in life, and your cleanliness is going to be directly impacting your health in life, all right? So I am going to suggest that when you do get those sniffles, maybe say, hey, I can't work those extra hours, or say, hey, maybe I am going too hard within my workout routine, and I promise you the next day, you're gonna find that you don't have those sniffles anymore. Or simply clean up and rearrange your apartment or your home, and you're gonna find again that you don't have those sniffles anymore, you don't have that ailment anymore, because all of these things are gonna be interconnected in your life, okay? Let me know your unique placements within your chart, because like I said, the chart is very vast, and depending on what is near your Virgo in the 6th house or what is near your Gemini in the 6th house is going to impact these analysis, all right? It's going to maybe expound on it. It's going to give a deeper detail. It's going to add a whole new element that you may have to deal with or keep an eye on. So let me know what your unique combination is within your 6th house, what you have in your 6th house, and I will then be able to let you know what to keep an eye on over the course of your life, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm wishing you all the health and many blessings to you, all right? You have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have Libra or Venus in the 6th house of the birth chart, all right? This is gonna show that generally this person will have good health, all right? But you're gonna find that over the course of the person's life, as they relate to their diet, their health, their fitness in life, these are gonna be the people, or you, who is going to err more on the side of pleasure, all right? You're gonna wanna do things that provide pleasure. So if in your mind you're like, does working out make me feel good today? And the answer is no, then you're not gonna do it. You're more apt to not really fight against that urge to make your daily life and your routine and your diet pleasurable. You're always gonna err on the side of pleasure, right? These are the people that if they have a salad, they want the brownie, the cookie, and the soda next to the salad, and they'll be like, what? I ate a salad. Like, so this is what that would show. But it generally would show if there is nothing else, you know, around that Venus or nothing negating that Libra in the 6th house, right? It's going to show that you will generally have good health. But the ironic thing is that too much pleasure, right? Too much of relying on that good luck or relying on your general, you know, healthy state of life and, you know, erring more side on the pleasure. The ironic thing is that too much pleasure is what will be the downfall, what will be the impact, right? So too much good food can impact the weight, right? Too much rich substances will impact the sugar levels in the body. You see, things like that is what can be shown here, all right? But one of the telltale signs and body parts that will be affected when you have Libra or Venus in the 6th house is the lower back, all right? The butt. What else? The endocrine system, the skin over the course of life. So maybe this person has acne or rosacea. Things of that nature can come up. The lumbar region is something that a person is going to have to really keep an eye on over the course of their life, all right? The kidneys, what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so keep an eye on those things, because this could be something that you really experience over the course of your life, that you may have issue with, or you may have problems with over the course of your life. My biggest suggestion to you is to find a healthy balance. All right, when you have Libra in the 6th house, this calls for balance, right? You're going to need to find moments where you are indulging and you are eating what you want and you are taking it easy, and then you're going to have to find moments as well in your life where you are going hard, where you're in the gym, where you're a bit more rigid, where you are pushing against the need and the desire to, you know, laze around and do whatever and just not take your health seriously. All right, it's going to require balance. Same with Venus. I would offer the same suggestions to Venus, because Venus is, you know, an association to Libra, so I would encourage the same diagnosis or the same suggestions to you. Remember, I'm not a doctor. This is just medical astrology, and this is what you could experience over the course of your life and what you will need to keep an eye on. Please note that these things and these diagnoses can change, or there could be other ailments in the chart depending on what is around your Venus in the 6th house, or what is in your Libra in the 6th house. Okay, so let me know what those things are for you. Let me know your unique placement within your 6th house. Let me know that situation, what's going on in it, you know, what other planets or what other signs are in your 6th house, and then I will be able to let you know what you should be keeping an eye on over the course of your life, or what you will be experiencing over the course of your life. Okay, but that was that on that. I'm wishing you all the good health, all right, and many blessings, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye. Let's say you have Pluto or Scorpio in your 6th house. This is going to really impact the sexual body parts of the zodiac, okay, or of your body. Okay, this is all about the reproductive organs, you know, the sexual organs, you know, the genitalia is something that you're gonna have to keep an eye on. I would keep an eye on, you know, STDs, or just the reproductive system, things of that nature is what you can really, you will need to keep an eye on. Okay, the urinary tract, the bladder, what else, the rectum, things of that nature is going to come into play. Now, this is also, right, when we are getting into Scorpio and Pluto, although we're talking about like the pelvis and the urinary tract and, you know, the genitalia, things of that nature that you're gonna have to keep an eye on, we also have to take into account that when we're talking about Scorpio and Pluto, this is also the psychological things in life. Okay, so that is something you're gonna have to keep an eye on over the course of your life. All right, so things like hypochondria, right? Like you're gonna have to keep an eye on that, right? Not being someone who's paranoid about your health, or being someone who is too hard on yourself as far as your health goes. These are the people who can get into extreme diets, you know, eating disorders. These are the people that if there are 3 or more things on the back of a package of food, they don't eat it, right? This is what you're gonna have to keep an eye on, right? It's too much of anything is gonna be a bad thing. These are also the people that can suffer from psychological disorders, right? Of any kind, because Pluto and Scorpio are all about the psychology of a person. So it's not just lending itself to the physical body parts that we can see, but it's also the things in the mind, in the deep, deep recesses of the mind that the person can harbor a lot, all right? What else? I would also say that when you have Scorpio in the 6th house, or Pluto in the 6th house, that this can come into play when it comes to like erectile dysfunction, or the female version of that, where it's like FSD, where the woman has, you know, something going on down there where she's not fully able to, you know, have bed pleasures, things of that nature. So erectile dysfunction, FSD, what else? A low sex drive. And it can also then go on the opposite end of the spectrum, where it's like it can be sex addiction, or addiction in general, right, is something that the person can deal with or suffer with. This person also, if you have like Scorpio or Pluto in the 6th house, this can indicate that over the course of their lives, maybe this person undergoes surgery or will need surgery over the course of their lives, because there's going to be a big transformation within their health over the course of their lives, potentially through surgeries, right, or just in general, right? The metabolism can take a hit as well. The pancreas is something that you're going to also have to keep an eye on, all right? What else? I think that was it. I think that's all that Scorpio and Pluto will come into play. So my biggest suggestion is to, one, The main one being to try not to err on the side of intensity, all right? Not being so hard on yourself or too intense when it comes to this type of placement. Because when you have Scorpio in the 6th house, you'll be someone that's like, I want to be so healthy, and that'll be good, right? But then you'll take it to the extreme to where it becomes unhealthy. You see how that goes when you have Scorpio and Pluto. You'll take it to the nth degree to where it ends up being the opposite of what you were intending on going to that gym for, and then you hurt yourself at the gym, or that diet that you really wanted to do, and then now you have something going on with your dieting that is not quite healthy anymore because you're taking it to the extreme. So learn to go easy on yourself, learn balance in life. Also, therapy would be very good for you, like psychotherapy, right? Sitting down with a therapist, taking time out for your mental health. That's also going to be something that would be very good for you, all right? Yeah, so let me know if this resonates with you, and also let me know what else is going on in your 6th house, all right? Or what is near your Pluto, or what is in your Scorpio in 6th house, because that can either expound on the diagnosis that I've given in this video, or it could also, you know, negate, or it can add on depending on what is in that 6th house. All right, so let me know your unique placement, and I will let you know what you could be experiencing over the course of your life and what you will need to keep an eye on. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to bid you good health and many blessings, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye. Let's say you have Sagittarius or Jupiter in the 6th house, okay? When you have Sagittarius or Jupiter in the 6th house, more specific, well, let's do both first. When you have Sagittarius and Jupiter in the 6th house, this is going to show that you are going to be someone who will find that you have trouble with the hips, okay, with the thighs, with the legs, right? This is what you will take a hit in when it comes to these things, right? There will also be something going on with your puberty, or your pituitary gland can take a hit, or be something that is delayed over the course of your life. Also, something that a lot of Sagittarius in 6th housers deal with, and sometimes Jupiter in the 6th, is the sciatic nerve, okay? So sciatica is something that they can get. So I would highly suggest that if you are in the gym, right, and you are working out, that you get a good roller, right? Roll those joints out, roll the body out, roll the legs out, because you may find that if you're not stretching, if you are not really taking care of your legs and your hips, that the sciatic nerve can act up, or that the hips can act up over the course of your life, okay? So really mind the hips, mind the thighs, mind your legs, roll out, you know, your, what else? And also when it comes to like your pituitary gland could be something that you have trouble with over the course of your life. You know, these are the people who may have delayed puberty over the course of their lives, right? I do know that when you have Sagittarius in the 6th house, you are going to be someone who desires freedom within your diet, your fitness routine, or you're going to be someone who gets a better diet, health, and fitness routine later in life. Maybe earlier in life you suffered from not so good conditions, and later in life is where it manifests that it's a good thing, right? You will find delayed gratification when it comes to your health when you have Sagittarius in the 6th house. But Jupiter in the 6th house generally does show great and abundant health, but you're still going to have to work at it, right? You're still going to have to be someone that's staying active, keeping up a good diet, keeping up a good fitness routine, and keeping an eye on the things that I just showed you. Because like I said, these are the people that could be, because they're in the gym so much, right? Because they are climbing so much and are active so much, that they get sciatica, right? From riding the bike or cycling so much, or from squatting so much. You see how that goes, where it's a good thing, but it could be so abundant that it, you know, the legs take a hit, the thighs take a hit. Yeah, what else? I think that's it. That's it. Okay, so my biggest suggestion to you is to stretch, take care of your legs. I believe on Amazon they have those, what do you call them? They're like these pressurized boots that you can put over your entire legs, and it like circulates and heals and regenerates the legs. I would highly suggest that for you if you have Sagittarius in the 4th, or Jupiter in, not the 4th, in the 6th. That could be something that would be very, very good for you. The stair climber, squat. I would do stair climbers. I would, at the gym, I would also squat at the gym. And low impact types of workouts would be very, very good for you, right? So protecting the knees, protecting the joints in the legs, because the thighs can be very sensitive when you have Jupiter in the 6th, or when you have Sagittarius in the 6th. It can be very, very sensitive, all right? So find a nice balance of building up the legs, strengthening the legs, but then at the same time taking care of them just as much as that you are strengthening them. Because this can also show that, like, when you have Jupiter or 6, that the legs could be the most robust part of your body. They could be the most healthy thing in your body, right? But it's still going to be something that you need to take care of. I don't know why I always get this energy or get this visual when I see Sagittarius in the 6th or Jupiter in the 6th, but it's almost like Rihanna, right? Like how Rihanna has such great legs that she had to insure her legs for all that amount of money. This is the same tone that you're gonna have to strike. It's like, this is your blessing in life. Your legs are gonna be robust and things of that nature, but you're still gonna have to take care of the legs. And of course, as well, your pituitary gland is something that you may have to keep an eye on. Your puberty is probably going to be, delayed. The hormones, your growth in life just in general is something, like, as far as your body goes, the growth of your body is going to be something that you have issue with and that you're going to maybe need to really think about. And if you don't worry about it. If those things have not come into play for you, don't worry about it, okay? But do know that this is generally a very positive indicator in the chart when you have Sagittarius or Jupiter in the 6th, unless you have something else around your Jupiter, or unless you have something else in Sagittarius, okay? So let me know what else is going on in your 6th house, and that way I will be better able to expound on what's going on for you as to what you need to be focusing on over the course of your life, okay? So without further ado, I am wishing you much great health, all right, and many blessings. You have a blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have Capricorn or Saturn in the 6th house. Now, this is a very big karmic point, and know that whatever is attached to your Capricorn or Saturn in the 6th house, know that if you mind the lessons of your Capricorn and Saturn, that these things will get better with time. Your diet, your health, your fitness, your schedule even will get better over the course of your life, especially after the first Saturn return. But do know that what the lesson is here, and whatever ailments that you are having in your life, is all gonna come down to you being structured, okay? You're gonna be someone with that Capricorn or with that Saturn in the 6th house who can't have that slice of cake all the time, okay? You're gonna have to be someone that can't just go willy-nilly and not care about your diet, because the lesson here is structure. It's being someone who takes their health, their diet, and their fitness very seriously. Otherwise, the return can happen. The opposite can happen, okay? The contrary can happen over the course of your life. I also will say that what else goes on with Capricorn and Saturn, depending on the different placements and planets that are attached to your Capricorn and Saturn in the 6th house, will make it very chronic, okay? Very long lasting, right? So let's say you have something like joint pain. It'll be very chronic. It'll be very long lasting. It'll be something that you deal with over the course of your life, or that you have a delay in something that is going on. It's something that can't be healed in 6 months. It's something that you're going to have to take care of over the course of your life, okay? But getting that part out of the way, right? When you have Capricorn and Saturn, the body parts, the ailments that may come up when you have that in the 6th house are all going to be connected to the skeletal system. Anything that rules the bones, the joints, the teeth, all right? Teeth are a big one. The skeletal structure of the body is what the person's going to have to keep an eye on as well in their lives. So outside of the structure that they're going to have to hold in their lives, as far as it relates to their diet, their fitness routine, their health, they're also going to have to focus on the skeletal system. Something going on with the teeth, something going on with the joints, something going on with the bones, all right? Also, this can lend itself to the skin and the hair at times, depending on what things are there, and the immune system, all right? So like I said, these are the people that can't eat sugar a lot because it impacts the immune system, right? These are the people who have to go to the gym, because if they don't go to the gym, then they don't have any energy or vitality to do what they need to do in other areas of their life, all right? So it's asking for structure here whenever you have Capricorn and Saturn. And usually usually by 30, the person understands, okay, I have to be someone that gets in that gym. I have to be someone that eats right. Otherwise, they will feel it. They really will feel that feeling of like something's wrong, something's up, unless they are minding the karma of Saturn, which is all about structure. Okay. There's also, what else? The spleen can also come up with this type of placement. So mind the spleen, mind the teeth, mind the skin, mind the hair, mind the joints, mind the bones. These things are something that the person's going to have to keep an eye on over the course of their lives. All right. So what I would suggest when you have Capricorn or Saturn in the 6th house, I would highly suggest that you work on your joint mobility. All right, so things like yoga and stretching would be very good for you. What else? Keeping up a good routine in life. That's just the bottom line, to be honest with you. Keeping up a good routine in your life, going to the gym and eating well is going to be your alma mater. That is what is going to be your savior, because that is what Saturn wants of you. And you're going to find that if you do what I've told you, if you stay structured, this indicates good health. Because remember, wherever Saturn is and wherever Capricorn is indicates eventual success. It will show that between the years of 1 and 30, it's hard, it's tough, because you're learning the lessons. But when you do it, you're going to find that if you do it, success comes in this area of your life, which shows great health after 30. You will be someone that may even have better health after the age of 30 than you did from 1 to 30. Okay, so do what Saturn wants of you. Keep up that structure, keep up a good routine, keep up a good diet, get in the gym, take your health and your fitness seriously, take your health seriously, and you're going to find that after that Saturn return, you're going to be someone that's like in such pinnacle of health, okay? Because it's quite karmic here, all right? You have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you. Also, let me know before we go, let me know if there is something else in your 6th house, okay? Is there another planet in your 6th house? Is your Saturn in a different sign in the 6th house? Let me know in the comments below, because then that would help me be able to better expound on the things that you will need to keep an eye on over the course of your life, okay? Because sometimes, depending on the signs and the different combinations, it can either expound, add on, or negate everything that I just said, okay? So let me know what's going on specifically for you, and then that way I'll be better able to let you know what's going on over the course of your life as far as it relates to your health. All right, so without further ado, I am wishing you many good blessings and great health in your life, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye. Let's say you have Uranus or Aquarius in your 6th house. This is going to be a very unique combination, because this person, when it comes to their diet, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your fitness, you're gonna want freedom. You're gonna want to do what you want when you want. All right, you're gonna be like, I don't want to do that. Unless you want to do it, you're not gonna do it. It's all coming from you, right? So these are the people that could have a very unique diet, a very unique way of eating, a very unique way of relating to their health, diet, and fitness. And it can go either way. But I will say, try to, whatever way you are coming at with your Uranus or your Aquarius in the 6th house, that you find a way to do the things that you need to do in order to keep your health intact, okay? So if that means that you have to scale a mountain in order for your workouts to be a workout, then do that, right? Like, this is just a suggestion, and I'm saying that in jest, of course, but this is, like I said, this person's gonna have a very unique way of, if they're gonna work out, they're gonna wanna work out very unique, right? They're not just gonna wanna run a mile, they're gonna wanna run that mile along some big mountain somewhere, or in a very special way, or at a unique time, or a unique hour, or in a unique way. They're going to want to do it. They're going to approach it in a very unique way, or a way that they feel that they are, one-upping the system, or being unconventional in some way, shape, or form, right? So that is also what this can show. But getting that out of the way, right? Once they find a routine that works for them, and they are able to find that freedom in their expression as far as they relate to their diet and schedule, the things that they're going to have to keep an eye on when you have Uranus or Aquarius in the 6th house are all about your ankles. Your ankles could be something that you need to keep an eye on. The blood vessels, your neural and cerebral activity is something that could take a hit over the course of your life, or that you're going to have to keep a good eye on. So I would again suggest brain games. They have great brain games, or games on your phone or on the computer or just in life that keep the mental dexterity very high, I would highly suggest an app on the iPhone in the App Store called Elevate, right? Elevate is a great app that keeps your mental dexterity very high, because again, this could be something that the person could suffer from, is right? Like, is something going on with the neural activity or the cerebral activity in the person's life, all right? The parathyroid gland is also connected to this placement, all right? The person is going to have very unique ailments in the life, okay? To such an extent that they may have rare or unheard of types of ailments or diseases over the course of their life, all right? Be very careful, because when this person or you goes to the doctor and you try to let the person know what's going on, sometimes when you have Uranus in the 6th house, the doctor can just misdiagnose you or just simply not know what's going on, you know, so they just kind of pass you up. But what I would suggest is holistic remedies when you have Uranus in the 6th house. You're going to need to be someone that does something within New Age medicine you may really resonate with, or that you may find actually heals you or helps you, right? Like maybe taking the over-the-counter or the prescribed medicine from the doctor, right, won't work, but all of a sudden you do something like Ayurvedic medicine, or you do something very New Age or progressive as a medicine, you find that that actually works for you, okay? So that's going to be something that you will need to do in order to keep up your health, all right? I would highly recommend it. I would highly suggest it. You may also come across, like I said, very rare and unheard of types of diseases or ailments, but you may also have very unexpected types of times with your health, all right? You were healthy, you were in tip-top shape, and then all of a sudden something happens where it throws you off balance or it throws you off kilter, all right? But like I said, you're gonna be someone that, yeah, you're gonna be quite unique. You really are, and you're gonna need freedom, but try to make sure that whatever type of freedom-stricken ways that you have as far as it relates to your schedule, make sure that you are still trying to err on the side of taking care of yourself, because we all, no matter what placements we have, right, whether it's Uranus, Venus, or Saturn, we all have a body and we still need to take care of ourselves in some respect. So to my people, whenever I see Aquarius or Uranus in the 6th house, more times than not, what can help them is just getting a schedule that doesn't feel too rigid, getting a diet plan that doesn't feel too rigid, getting a workout plan that doesn't feel too rigid, right? It's consistent, but it's not rigid. So maybe you wake up on Monday and you run 2 miles, 3 miles, right? Or you go to the gym and you do your workout, you eat very well that day, right? You go to the doctor, you get a checkup, and then on Tuesday, you sit around, you do nothing, right? That like trade-off and that type of schedule would make someone with Uranus or Aquarius in the 6th house very healthy. It will make them very happy. It will make them someone more apt to keep up with their routines because it's not too rigid, right? It offers them just enough freedom for them to keep a consistent routine in their lives, all right? Because that could be the number one thing that the person with Uranus or Aquarius struggles with, is just the consistency of things, right? Or because it can get too monotonous for them. You know, with anyone else in the zodiac, when they don't have Uranus or Aquarius in the 6th house, other people can keep up a diet. They can do the keto thing. They can go to the gym every day. But for someone with Aquarius and Uranus, these are the people that's like, if they do it 2 times a week, 2 consecutively or 2 close together, it's like they feel like a robot. They feel like they are in chains. So like I said, they're gonna need to find that balance of 1 day on, 1 day off, or 2 days on, 3 days off, right? They're gonna need that balance of freedom and structure, okay? So definitely look into that. Look into holistic remedies. Be careful of doctors misdiagnosing you. Like really press the issue and say if something's wrong, be like, no, something's wrong. But then even then, you may still have to go the holistic route, all right? Doing things within New Age medicine or within Ayurvedic techniques, you know? Even, what do you call that thing where you get the pin and you stick it in? Microneedling is something that can be very good for you, okay? Things of that nature, right? Like Chinese medicine, anything that's very holistic could be very good for you and will work. It will, okay? So Let me know what is going on within your sixth house. Let me know if there is anything around your Uranus in the sixth house, or let me know if there is something else within your Aquarius in the sixth house, and that would help me better able to let you know what you will need to keep an eye on over the course of your life. All right, let me know in the comments below, and yeah, I will be able to let you know what's going on. All right, you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye. Let's say you have Pisces or Neptune in the sixth house of the birth chart, right? So when it comes to your health, first and foremost, what I'm gonna say when you have Neptune or Pisces in the sixth house is that when you are spiritually aligned, you are going to be physically aligned, meaning that when you keep up your spiritual health, your physical health will translate. Your physical health is going to embody your spiritual health, okay? So these are the people who are going to need to bring in two types of principles, okay, in their life. If they are not moving or governing their lives within their spiritual and taking care of their spiritual health very seriously, it's going to manifest in the body. You know, these are the people that if they are not minding the karma of their lives, or they're not, you know, taking care of their spiritual health, something happens in the body. You know, it could be something small, it could be something big, but it's going to be an indicator of, okay, universe, I'm listening. And then they do that thing and then they get better, right? It's going to be that type of situation, right? Also, this person will need to stay away from alcohol. You may have, you know, addiction problems, or psychological issues can take place over the course of their lives. What else when you have Pisces and Neptune in the sixth house? Like, yeah, limit alcohol, limit any substances, because you could be very sensitive to those things, or it could be something where you will, you know, won't be able to control it over the course of your life. The pineal gland is something that you will really need to take care of. The pineal gland is something that is very, very connected to Neptune and Piscean energy. Your psychological health is also going to be something that you really, really need to keep intact and keep good. So find a good therapist, you know, find a good spiritual practice. I would highly suggest like yoga to anyone that has Pisces in the sixth house, or just keeping up like meditation could be very good for you, right? Doing anything over the course of your day where you are adding spirituality and your mental health and your spiritual connection intact will keep you very healthy. It'll keep you very motivated to keep up your health, and you will find that things are easier flowing for you in your life. All right. This with Pisces in the sixth house, you could also take issue or find that there is upset with the feet. All right, the feet is going to be something that would come up over the course of your life when you have Pisces or Neptune in the sixth house. Your feet, feet, mental health, your psychological health, you know, because this could also lend to psychological disorders if you are not keeping that intact. Limit alcohol, limit any substance. You may have to just say no to those things. You may have to just say, can't smoke, can't drink, because it makes me paranoid. It makes me feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. You got to just be someone that says, no, I can't do those things, right? Addiction in some cases can come up. The pineal gland is going to need to be something that you keep an eye on. And your spiritual health, most importantly, right? That is going to be what you need to do. So yoga is very good for you. Holistic remedies are very good for you, right? Spiritual retreats are going to be very good for you. Be very careful that when you go to doctors, sometimes doctors, especially if they're not on the more holistic side of things, they may misdiagnose you or simply not know what's going on with you. They may just take you for a joke, or they may say, this person is a hypochondriac. I don't know what's going on with them, right? It could be that, or it could just be, they could just simply not see it or miss it, or, you know, not be able to diagnose you. So be very careful of that, okay? Keep up your spiritual health. Like I say, you will need to align your spirituality to your physicality, meaning like something like yoga, or minding the lessons and the karma of your life. If in your life and in your mind and on your soul's journey, you know that you should be doing something, or you know that what you are doing is wrong, or you've been nudged in a certain direction and you are preventing going in that direction, even though spiritually you know you should be, that's going to manifest in the body as an ailment. You know, that's going to cause depression. That's going to cause, you know, a psychological disorder. That's going to cause certain things in the body, because this is the way the universe is keeping you on track. Okay, it's going to manifest as something physical in the body, when really, if you just solve it on the spiritual plane, if you do what you need to do in your spiritual life, you'll find that you are healthy and intact within your body, okay? Within your, health system, okay? So that was that on that. And let me know if you have something within your sixth house. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if you have something different within your sixth house, if you have another planet around your Neptune in the sixth house, or if you have something else in Pisces in the sixth house, because that's gonna expound, add, alleviate or take away what you need to be keeping an eye on over the course of your life. All right, I am wishing you many, many blessings and good health, and I will see you on the next video. All right, bye.